Hello and welcome. I'm Tiana with TianaSmithCoaching.com, and I'm so excited to get to walk you through the 3 hour a week marketing cheat sheet, which I created for you. I actually created this for my exclusive VIP six-figure club members. And I thought, you know what? Everyone's always asking me, what's your morning routine look like? What does your marketing day look like? How do you manage to somehow create six and multi-six figures in part-time hours as a single mom? And this is what I follow. So I made this for my six-figure club members. And I thought, you know what, if I could help more people get their business up and running, whether you choose to hire me as you make more money, or whether it just helps you and your family and your lifestyle, I'm gifting this to you today. So here's what I'm going to do in this video. I'm going to walk you through this step by step. I really recommend you print out this PDF. It came in your inbox. That's how you came to this video. But I've also put the PDF again on a button. It says click here to download your cheat sheet. You can click right there instead of going and finding it in your email again. I'm trying to make this super easy. And what I really want you to do is commit to being present with me, because what I'm about to share, it's not fluff. It's step-by-step training. It's exactly what I personally follow in my morning power hour or power half hour. You can get this done in 3 hours. So essentially 30 minutes a day, 6 days a week, or you can spend an hour a day and really just duplicate that. But whatever this is that you end up doing when I teach you how to use the cheat sheet, you can do it for 3 hours, 6 hours, even 9, but minimum 3 hours a week. You can truly change your life and your business forever. So I printed it out black and white. You can use black and white on your printer, or you can go get it printed very professionally. And I'm going to share my screen with you for ease of use so you can see things in more detail, because I'm going to not just go through the PDF, but I'm going to train you what each step looks like. So buckle in. This should probably only take 10 to 15 minutes tops, but this is a real deal training. It's not fluff. Close all other windows. If you want to skip the lines, you want to actually learn what it's like behind the scenes working with me, I'm going to coach you for free right now. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen and we're going to go to the download. So here's my Safari and here is the download. So this is what it should look like, the 3 hour week marketing cheat sheet. This is page 1. And I am going to show you how to market your business in 3 hours a week and create drool worthy content that magnetizes your dream clients to your inbox. And I'll share with you how we're going to do that. I recommend getting this cheat sheet and just putting it up by your desk forevermore. It really is what you should do every single day, 6 days a week. If you follow this method, there's a daily method and there's also a weekly thing. Once a week or more, you can do some of these pieces that I'm going to share with you in this training, how to do it. Then this is notes. So I recommend you have this piece of paper beside you too. If I say something that's a golden nugget for you, something you haven't heard before. And remember, you can come back to this video as well. You can press pause, let it sink in, but really finish this video in entirety. How I really recommend to look at you straight in the eye. A really good way of learning is to listen to something all the way through. And then I recommend scheduling in time for tomorrow or just right away. If you are into it, go back to the beginning and apply every single thing I teach. Press pause on the video. So again, this is a way of teaching. I used to teach music for a decade before I went into teaching marketing and training and coaching, and repetition works. So a really effective way of learning, I will say it again to repeat it, is to watch this right now. Don't press pause, but then to schedule the time, watch it again. And the second time you watch it, I want you to press pause. And every step that I take you through in this, go and do it right in that moment. So you'll probably need a whole hour to do the video training all the way through. I would even say 60 to 90 minutes. And again, I understand in this day and age of 2-minute videos and 3-minute videos and 1-minute videos, but who I'm talking to are people truly ready to scale their business. This is $1,000 hour an activity, meaning this is really more $10,000 an hour activity, meaning there are different levels of time you're going to spend in your business. If you are learning how to do a Canva design, it might might be $100 an hour activity, meaning if you do that post, you're saving yourself $100 an hour from a designer. Where you want to focus the majority of your time as CEO and owner of your business are $1,000 hour activities and $10,000 activities, meaning it's not that you get paid right in that moment for it, but that let's say you learned a new sales technique. When you get on that sales call and you close a $5,000 sale, even if it took you 10 hours, you closed 2 sales, that was a $10,000 an hour activity. Let's say you learned how to set up a new funnel and that helped bring in new leads where you could automate thousands of dollars. You see what I mean? You have to start to think about things differently. What I'm pouring into you right now is the $10,000 an hour activity. It's where you're learning how to systemize your business, what areas of focus to focus on in your marketing to actually bring in money and to keep your business in the green. So let's dive into it right now. Okay, so that's the way I'd like you to learn from me. Watch it one way in, and then I want you to go through these steps on your second round of watching this video and put into play what I'm about to teach you, because I'm going to kind of just breeze through it and take it fast, because as mentioned, the way to really learn this is to watch it a second time and press pause and actually do each thing that I'm about to tell you to do. Cool. Let's do it. And then on page 4, it's about me, about my success as an entrepreneur, as a solopreneur. I've hired different people when, like I hired a coder for my ClickFunnels accounts, but I run my ClickFunnels. I run my email marketing. I run my design business. So I teach people how they can run the necessities of their business so that they don't have to rely on others and not know how to run their tech, not know how to make a sale. And that's my specialty, teaching people how to do that as well. So you can live anywhere you want, work in your house, work in PJs, work in Paris, work from an island, wherever you want, as long as there's Wi-Fi by yourself, and make a 6 and 7-figure income. So let's go to the 3-hour marketing cheat sheet. You guys ready? So if I was doing a live stream with you, I'd say type the number 2 in the comments, or just say it out loud. Say, I'm ready. Are you ready to learn how to spend 30 minutes a day if you want to do the minimum, or double and triple it if you want to make more? Just depends how fast you want to go. I'm going to give you the minimum, but this method is duplicatable. So we're going to dive in. So number 1 is when you get up in the morning, it's to do 3 posts on social media. Now, depending on if you did your nurture activities, which is where you maybe created branding content in Canva and scheduled it. I don't like to schedule my posts personally. It cuts down on how many people see it. I teach my clients to go into Canva. So I'm going to be doing this with you, to batch create your content and then to download it to your phone or have it ready. I usually save it to Evernote. So let's go grab some of my personal favorite, let's say, templates for social media marketing. So here's some of the social media marketing tips. So when I go in here, this is actually step 1. Make sure you're posting value-driven content 3 times a day on your social media of choice. And again, you can come and follow me on Instagram.com/Tiana Smith Coaching for an example that I live. I teach what I preach. I do what I preach. I walk the walk is what I'm saying. And so what I'm teaching is I literally took a screenshot of this. Okay. And this is where 3 times a day, you want to be posting 3 bits of value-driven content. One of the posts, and we're going to talk about this right over here, should be a video tip of the day. Why do I always lead with that? Well, because video converts way faster than anything. I teach my clients how to do video editing and TikTok and all that fun stuff, but literally just using your phone and shooting an under 1 minute video tip of the day and uploading it makes a huge difference. When people feel your vibe, it gets the essence of who you are much more than writing something out. And in fact, if you know what you're talking about, you should not be afraid to be on camera. This is not about being a superstar. This is not about being a model. This is about pretending like you're sitting down and talking to somebody and giving them one tip of the day, super valuable. So like this one was my 2 top productivity tips in 1 minute. So increase focus, create more sales. And I literally just talk about it, and then I post it. Okay. The reason for 1 minute is it goes on your Instagram grid, it can go on Facebook, and it also can go on your stories because those are 1 minute maxes. So by keeping it at 59 seconds or less, you're able to use that same video on your grid, on your profile, on your storyline. And the same, Facebook isn't as strict about it, but it does have a 1 minute cap on the stories on Facebook. I'm using Instagram for the screen share because it's just a more visual platform, but I literally use the exact same videos, the exact same posts on my Instagram, my Facebook profile, and my Facebook business page. So that's tip one as far as a minute video tip. Now, the second thing is a selfie lifestyle poll the audience. That's a behind the scenes look on your life, right? So let's say like this one was me recording in the studio. So why this is important is people get behind the scenes on what your life looks like. Something people need to remember, and I've done marketing for companies like Sony and Warner Brothers and worked with celebrities and helped them strategize. I took a famous country music artist from 200,000 reach to 1.2 million in just a few days without advertising, just by narrowing in on what people want to see from people they follow. What they want is valuable driven content. They want behind the scenes of your life, what your life looks like. You're being looked at, even if you just have 10 followers, 100, you need to position yourself as a celebrity in your field, as a go-to expert in your field. Okay. It's not about me. This is why I said lead with a tip of the day, lead with value driven content. But whether I don't like to just do a bunch of selfies, you want behind the scenes. What kind of planner are you using? What coffee do you use? Think about your favorite celebrity. What would you love to hear about? Like when I was a kid, I loved Sarah McLachlan, and I would have dreamed to have seen behind the scenes on the studio. So I share behind the scenes on the studio because I came from the era that was right before social media. And so I always dreamed that I could have been more connected. This is such an incredible time that we get to positively impact other people and use social media in that kind of powerful way. So that's your personal post. Okay. So this is behind the scenes, letting people know what you're all about. It's I do music, but I do business. So sometimes I'll share with people like, yeah, even a coffee video. I'm like, hey, this is the way I like to make my coffee. Right. So fun behind the scenes. This is just a selfie. I don't do a ton of selfies. These are videos. You can see the play link. Then the third kind of post you want to be doing is a biz tip or some kind of inspirational quote. The reason that I grouped these together is you can choose which one. I always alternate between a video. This is in the same one because this is more personal. And then this is more business value as well. So you want to make sure it's not just inspirational quotes, but it's business. So like even this training that I did here, that was a post. Okay. So I'm saying make sure that you're doing business quotes, business tips as well. With Canva, you're able to come in here and you're able to edit quotes and then make sure it's always branded too. So this would be more of a quote post, right? And I added some images. I always have my logo or my Instagram handle. I alternate on Instagram and even Facebook. Here's my logo. See, this one has the logo down here. And these are just great, like all these templates in Canva. The thing I want you to remember though, is it's really essential on Canva. I'm going to come over here and show you something to have your brand kit set up. This is something I teach clients how to do if they can't hire me. You want to make sure that you have, your brand kits, your fonts uploaded, and that everything is matching so that when you come on Instagram, Facebook, the website, like you can see everything is matching. Now, I obviously, this is a training on your marketing cheat sheet. You can do the things I'm saying to do, but if your brand, the colors, the fonts are all branded, that's going to be really useful as well. And I do some trainings on that. You can reach out to me, but to stay focused on the three, again, it's a video tip of the day, maybe a call to action on a free 6-figure daily to-do list. You are always gearing people towards value and getting them on your email list and some kind of call to action. And people will take action when they trust you. How do you get people to trust you? by having a consistent brand that makes you look higher profile, they're willing to spend more money. They're willing to follow you. They want to follow you. It looks beautiful. Looks matter. Not just talking about you, your brand matters. The way that you hold yourself, making it look pretty to look at. It's important. If you're a man, making it look cool to look at for men. Know who your ideal client audience is. I work with primarily women, and even men that hire me, though, they understand I'm a woman. So I'm a woman doing a woman brand. I'm not moving my brand to be a man. I'm a woman at the top of my brand. I like girly things, and I'm not changing that. When I do men branding, I do their branding. I'm a designer. I know how to change their look, but this is my brand. Okay. So you have to be really clear about what your brand is. So that's your 3 posts of the day. Why 3 posts? Because that keeps you in the algorithm. That means that more people are going to see your posts, even without advertising. The social media algorithms are going to honor people who post daily consistently, and 3 is really the magic number. All right, so let's talk about the number 2 thing you do each day. I call this my 3-10-10 trademarks method. This is where you're going to add 10 new people to your network. This is a low number. So remember when I talked about if you wanted to double your time, because this will take you about 30 minutes a day if you're on the ball and you stay really focused, or if you do some batching of your content. Let's say you do some of your social media images over here, the ones we were just looking at. Let's say you created 14 images in here and did a video tip of the day live 6 days a week. So you got all this content ready once a week. It'll probably take you an hour to get your content ready. You save it to your phone, you save it to your computer. So then each day you're just really posting these 2 posts and doing a video. Okay, so that's what I talk about right here about batching your content. Then each day you're doing the 3 posts. 2 should already be prepared if you did the batching. If not, this will still take you about 30 minutes if you're in the rhythm of it. You're going to add 10 new people to your network. So either on Facebook in a group, you're going to go into your group that you're in. Or you can go on Instagram and you can message people. You can use hashtags, right? So if you're over here on Facebook and you come here and you go get into a paid group that you're a part of, then you can go add people in that group. I'm not going to do it here on this training. This is because it's private groups. But let's say that you're in a paid mastermind with somebody. Let's say you're in a paid course with somebody and they have a paid Facebook group. That's ideal. There's also lots of free groups. I have a free group where you're building your network around that. You can also use hashtags on Instagram, people that would potentially be your followers. So let's say you searched on Instagram, you wanted to search entrepreneurs, right? So you go here and there's 11 million posts. I recommend going down to, let me show you to do this. Go down to most recent. And then you're going to kind of check out these posts, these people, right? So maybe you wanted to go to this. You're going to have to take some time to do this. This would be 10 people. So let's say you pressed follow, and then maybe you message them and you say, you can have a template, right? So you can say, hey, I did a search on entrepreneurs here on IG and you came up top. That's so cool. I'd love to stay in touch. Entrepreneurs build funnels and also love to collaborate and lift others. I look forward to learning more about you. And then you'll just do like your name. So then what you would do is you would come here, you can send that to 10 people, go back to the search. And then again, you're going to go down to most recent and try to see, like, check out some of these people's posts, right? The other thing you could do is you could say, online coach, right? It's not going to be my personal favorite hashtag maybe, but let's say online coaching, right? So again, you're searching a hashtag that would be potential with your niche, scroll down to most recent, and then go and see if they're your vibe. I just already did one. So I could do this. This one looks like someone that would be a potential client of mine. I like her vibe. You come here and again, you're going to say, hey, you like look at their name. And then I'd say, You can do something like a little fun. It must be official that you're an online coach. Congrats. Like, you're just being kind. Now, so let's say just 50% or less added you back. You could send 50 of these messages a day. You could get in the role of it. This is, I really recommend you doing a power hour. So that ups your 3-hour marketing checklist to 6 hours a week, but this is very effective prospecting. And this is your free organic stuff. So let's say you don't know how to do advertising yet. You don't have the extra money for it. This is then exchanging your time for that. So this is adding 10 new people. And then on top of it, adding 10 new people, you're doing part 2, which is messaging 10 people. It's connecting and prospecting. It's not sending a sales message. That's not what we're doing here. We're really just connecting with people. We're building relationships. Now, this last part here is sales calls. So all this work you're doing, when people start to message you, and let's say somebody says, hey, I actually need a funnel, right? That person that I said I help build funnels, things like that. Then what you want to do is have a qualification form. I teach this in my 6-figure club where you're like, that's great. I'd love to chat with you about your goals, and you're going to get them on a call. Now, there's another whole step-by-step process to that. That's not what this cheat sheet is about. I want to stay really focused on point with this. You can, of course, apply for a call with me below this video where I could take you through that process and see if you're a good fit to level up. Okay, so you can do that at any time. The sales calls is a part of this, but this is the part you can control and do in a power 30 minutes, a power hour, power half hour every day. These first 3 bolded ones, that's why I bolded them. Okay, now these next bits that are not bolded, they're things I really recommend you do as a bonus. So once a week, I recommend, we talked about batching content, meaning maybe you want to these adding 10 people to your network and messaging 10 people go really fast. So instead of doing 30 minutes whole a day, you could take 2 hours and really create branded content in Canva. Let's say you set aside 10 to 12 or 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. on Saturdays or Sundays. And you came in here into Canva and you're like, okay, so if I'm doing 3 posts 7 days a week, then 2 times 7 is 14, because those are the content on Canva that you want branded, right? So, because you still have to do your video every day, but you can go and batch those 14 other posts and have them ready for the week. And that's going to really help you out during the week if it's busy, if you got kids like me, if you're running around to the gym to run appointments, or if you work a full-time job still. So that's one of your options, okay? Then the other thing you can do over here is you can do a mini workshop live on Facebook or Instagram and upload it to YouTube. So I'm going to come to my YouTube and show you what I mean by this. So once a week, this is like an extra bonus thing, right? It's like, I really believe in this. And so I really like to share with people what I personally do. You can follow me on YouTube. I'm brand new on YouTube. I'm just growing my following. It's, let's go look at my channel. Yay, it's me. So I'm all about automating and attracting your dream clients with online marketing systems. So some of these I did workshops on Facebook Live or on a Zoom call, and you could email your list and tell them about it. That's another weekly thing you do. So email your list with your new training and a sales call to action. Okay, so what does that look like? Okay, so let's say that you did a live stream like what I'm doing right here. Let's say I record this and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to give this to my email list. This is a new training for new people, but I'm going to give this to my current email list. So what I would do is record it like I'm doing on Zoom. Then I can upload it also to YouTube if I wanted to make it public. Or you can go and put it on a private site like Wistia. But let's say we're going to turn it into a YouTube public one. Like this was a training I did that was how do you turn likes on social media into sales? And it's almost a whole hour long. And so you could come here and then you would grab this video link. Okay. And let's go to my ClickFunnels. I'm just going to go behind the scenes with you. Are you ready? So this is some extra level stuff that is useful to do if you know how to do it. And again, this is why this was a training for my 6-figure club members. This is an in-depth training. This is not a fluff training. I'm teaching you the things that actually work to actually put your business forward. And it means that there's some more complicated things sometimes in life, but it's cool to do them. You can just do the social media piece. That's the piece. That's the 3 hours a week, but I'm giving you some bonus training here if you want some weekly things to really build value. So here's one of my funnels in the back part of ClickFunnels. So let's say that I wanted to come down here and I made that video training, and I'm going to come and show you this. So I did this one. It was it was an Instagram, TikTok, Facebook marketing training. You put it on YouTube, but then you can also go host it on your own website or a landing page. I use ClickFunnels. So this is this bit right here. So let's say you did this awesome training, and instead of it just being free, you email your list. Okay. So you do the workshop, you upload it to YouTube, then you email your list, say, hey, I've got this awesome new free training for you. I shared with you today how you can grow Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook all at the same time. And then the button below is always pointing people to a sales call qualification form if you sell high ticket like me. So there are multiple pieces to this. This is a multi-step funnel. Again, you can just use this first part up here. But honestly, if you're not emailing your email list and you're not doing trainings, you're going to kind of dry up in business. So this is why this is a very important moving thing. If you followed these daily steps and these weekly steps to content creation, a live workshop that you then turn into a evergreen workshop, so to speak, meaning it's just sitting here, it's going on your email list, and you can also put it into email automation. That's a big deal. So to break this down for you, why I told you it was really important at the beginning of this video to watch this in its entirety is so that you could really have a good understanding of online marketing as a whole. I'm not one of these people who gives fluff, who says, all you got to do is post these cute pictures on Instagram, because that's just a lie and it's not true. What I'm sharing with you is a free organic approach to marketing. And then if you do have Facebook ad dollars or Pinterest or Google, you can pour that into this and they're going to perform that much better because of these systems. I'm always building businesses from a foundational perspective. Okay. So it's very important to me. So let's review this marketing cheat sheet before we go. So again, you can use it very simply. Do the 3 posts on social media, the video tip of the day, the lifestyle behind the scenes, a biz tip, right? And you can come to my Instagram at any time, come follow me, right? I shared with you how to do this. You can use it as an example. You will see there's a video, there's a behind the scenes. This is me and a client. And then there's some calls to actions. There's business quotes. I kind of mix it all together. That's why I put it. But if 3 of those posts today match that system. The second thing is adding 10 new people to your network, and you're usually doing the messaging at the same time. So we talked about following people over here, searching, using hashtags, or use Facebook groups, paid groups that you may be in, adding 10 new contacts and saying, hey, I'm so glad to meet you. I'd love to learn more about you. You're just connecting. And then, because what's going to happen, by the way, throwing in this bit of information, when somebody likes you, they're going to come to your wall. And this is why it's really essential, why I teach, like, see how on my Facebook, this is my profile. I use my profile mainly. It converts better than any of my other Instagram or Facebook business, but I use the same content. When they're like, who's this Tiana lady? They're going to come check out your feed. So there might be some personal posts. There's going to be some business posts. Here was a business training, just an impromptu, really messy hair post gym one. But the point is I'm real. And they're like, oh, I like, who is this Tiana? There's realness, there's business, there's sharing value. And then they're like, oh, they'll reach out to you. This is what I mean about magnetizing and attraction versus like you're doing the work, you're growing your network through this, you're creating beautiful content. They're going to be the ones inboxing you, like being like, hey, I saw that post you did. But first you have to make contact and grab their attention. And the easiest way to make contact and grab their attention is by you reaching out and by making sure that your content is beautiful, branded, and value driven. Cool. So, and then there's the other bonus trainings, like I just shared with you. You can go next level, nurture activities. That's content batching, doing a workshop, meaning a value driven thing, whether that's an interview, you can do it on Facebook or IG, upload it to YouTube, and then email your list about it. Here's your notes. Here's my thing. I hope that this was helpful to you. I've put below this video a button where you can reach out to me if you're truly committed to scaling your business to 6 figures, as a solopreneur or somebody, maybe you want just a VA, but you don't want to be stuck in meetings and a huge overhaul growth. You just want this freedom and then to diversify your assets, whether it's into crypto, into real estate, or back into your business. That's the thing I recommend. Always grow your business. So if you have any questions, you can email me back at tianasmithcoaching.com or click on the button below to apply for a spot into my 6-figure club. I also have some courses available, but I really recommend you just click on the application link. If for some reason you're not qualified, you'll still hear from me or a team member, and we will give you some other options as you are growing and scaling your business. This is a very welcoming, it's exclusive, but also inclusive. If your heart is to grow your business, you don't need to be fearful. You don't need to be like, they're not going to look at it. I personally am hands-on to applications as I work with my clients one-on-one. You're not put off to a team. I do my sales calls. I truly interview each person because I only work with a handful of people one-on-one at once to get you results. And then I have a group coaching program. And even that program, the 6-figure club group part, is still with me. I still interview each applicant because we're all interconnected and energy is so important. So I look forward to hearing from you. I hope this brought you amazing value today. And I will see you on the inside, and have a blessed and beautiful day. Go get them.